2026. I stepped into this day very early in the morning, very easygoing day. I had a lot of energy. My mind was together. I had mental alertness and togetherness. So I decided to tidy up my room. So I started doing that, right? Not because it was dirty or anything. It was just I had a lot of stuff just adding up into the wardrobes. And I was repeating the same few things. I guess familiar with that. Like you have quite a number of clothes or any piece of item of dressing or something. And then you just keep using this exact same ones over and over again. Well, that's me. That's my story. So I just decided to rearrange, and next thing I know, I'm running late for my interviews today. I was meant to see five people. I saw four, and then I had two other meetings. And first person came very early, so of course I was late for that one, and I apologize. Not too profusely, not oh my god, I'm sorry. Let's start. And that interview was very interesting to me because she was very polished, very, saying the right things, trying to answer the question correctly. And it made me remember some interviews prior to now that I have, been a part of. And I think that remembrance was sort of like a warning of remember that you didn't dig. And I'm just like, okay, let's do some further investigation and did that. And we got some results that didn't tally. So interestingly, of course, it's a no go because if information you provide at the only point where you meet us or meet me is incorrect, then I can't trust that anything you say will be correct. So anyway, why am I bothering you with this? Friends, it has come to my attention that people like the new Enye, and I'm not even sure who the new Enye is. I didn't even know there was a new Enye, but it just comes to light that when you love your life and you love yourself, people love you. And it's not really about people loving you, it's really about you living your life without a care in the world, without, hi, without wanting to please people or wanting to impress, just live your life. And that's what I'm doing. I recently discovered free will and it's so fun. So I'm doing exactly what I want. This evening I went salsa dancing at Choco's Bistro. I danced. And this person, I've danced with him only once. This is my first day of dancing with him, and he was like, um, that I'm a dancer pro max. I was like, okay, I was feeling myself. And the thing about compliments is that it's free to give. Hi. And it's free to give. And when you give it, the person feels good. So why don't we compliment each other more? Like I felt myself so well that I actually went on the dance floor and I was lady styling kizomba, something I don't do in public normally. I have not had the confidence to lady style kizomba in public ever. But like he just really gave the compliment and I was wait, I'm still learning kizomba. That's the thing. I can dance salsa. I can dance with anyone. And that it just brought to mind the fact that, you know, it's not going to cost you anything, of which it doesn't, then give more compliments. Oh, you're so pretty today. Or what are you wearing? You smell amazing. Or you're whatever it is. We should be complimenting each other more. Mm, we should. So I'm gonna be on a lookout to compliment people tomorrow and to just make people feel good in my presence because why not? Why not? What's the opposite of it? Keeping your compliment in your mouth and letting your mouth smell. Anyways, I'm looking forward to tomorrow. It's a public holiday here. It's Democracy Day in Nigeria. And the one thing I know I'm doing is working. So I'm going to finish the work I started in my room tomorrow and then get on to actual work. And yeah, catch up with like previous messages that I missed and stuff. I think I still have messages from my birthday last month, like a month ago, and I haven't responded. And it's not because I don't want to. It's not because I'm proud now. Oh my God, I've made it in life. I have not. Hello. It's not like that. It's just sometimes you don't have the bandwidth. And if someone doesn't understand that, the person doesn't really need to be in your life, and that's the truth. So if I send a response now to say, hey, I'm so sorry I couldn't respond earlier, um, here's my response. Then yeah, then it's no, you're not friends. Why are you in my circle? And why are you talking to me? Do you get what I mean? Um, normally I don't respond to. Okay, so what made you join YouTube and why did you want to join? I have videos, talking about this, but I'll just respond very briefly around this question. Um, YouTube is somewhere that I escaped to when Instagram was so plenty. It was a lot. People are fronting on Instagram, curating their lives, editing parts of their lives that they want to show and parts that they don't want to. Hello. And I found YouTube to be less pretentious. I am allergic to pretentious people. And I found it to be less pretentious, more, you know, if you have something to say it and move on, that kind of thing. So I decided I was going to document my life here and put out information. And for a long time, I stalled. I didn't want to open this channel. I didn't want to put my life on display. For some reason, it was in my heart. I believe very much that it was Holy Spirit led. So I mentioned it to my colleague at work, and she had access to my email, and she set it up. And when she did, she sent the link to me that, hey, you now have a YouTube channel. I can never forget Grace in this life. And I'm like, okay. She now says, what do you want to do next? Do you want to start recording videos? That's why you need helpers. People that will go ahead and do something that's top of mind for you that you probably don't have the bandwidth to do or ability. Sometimes we're so scared of our own our own potential that we shy away from taking the first step. Not knowing that we'll be shitty at first. Very shitty because have we done it before? No. But you get to learn. And that's what I'm doing, learning. So I joined because I wanted to document my life in a way that was not was stripped down of editing and all of that. That's why I do these videos every day. Just come on, talk about the day, say what I've learned, say what I'm thankful for, say my confessions, and move. Like sometimes it's deeper than this, where I'm talking so much and deep and stuff. But other times it's really just here's what it is, there's what it is. Like pretty straightforward. And sometimes it feels like a diary. So it depends on which day you catch me. But yeah, that's why I joined and that's what I'm doing here. So to round this up, I just want to say my confessions, which are like my points. Thank you. You're very kind. And this is what I was preaching earlier, just now, about compliments. You're Sunny 14. You are very kind. Thank you. So my confession. Um, I believe very much that the Holy Spirit is a good leader, and I am an obedient child. I obey and I'm listening to every instruction, and I'm immediately obeying it. God gives bread to the eater and seed to the sower, and I am a sower. In the work that He has given me, He said, Onye, mm, what did He say to me? He said, and Onye, and God blessed Oinye in the land, and she received 30, 60, 90, and 100-fold. In the Bible, that looks like Isaac, but here it's Oinye. And 100-fold is a different kind of life. You will never be recognizable. The people that knew you before will not recognize you now. And that's my life right now. He said, when you open your eyes and see, I'm making a way in the wilderness and rivers in the desert. He has made provisions that I'm not even aware of yet, that I'm coming into already, because God is a father that loves me. My 2 feet are blessed, and wherever they enter is blessed, and I take full possession. My hands are made for war, so that a bow still is broken by my hands. This is every day and everywhere I'm getting better. Physically, spiritually, mentally, morally, I am getting better. I'm striving for the goal, the ultimate goal, which is to sit beside Jesus on the right hand and say, how are you? Thank you so much. That's my goal. That's my confession for today. What I am thankful for are people who are kind in their words, that they don't even know that they are touching people's lives. They're very kind and they give generously, lavishly of themselves, because it doesn't cost them anything, but it means the world to the person receiving it. I hope that you had a wonderful day. And I hope that if it's not yet night, because it's almost midnight here, that you continue to have a wonderful day. And if you didn't, there's tomorrow. Hopefully, we'll all make it to tomorrow. And you would have a blast. It is your decision to do that. You know that, right? So have a blast. See you tomorrow.